Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1990's Represent. We're wrapping up our fourth cycle of 1992 with a video game. In this episode, we're talking about Super Star Wars, of course, on the Super NES. Very first entry in the Super Star Wars trilogy. They released one of these a year for 3 years from 1992. So A New Hope was 1992. Super Empire Strikes Back was in 1993, and Super Return of the Jedi in 1994. I just remember these games being incredibly fun, also insanely difficult for video games. I remember took a long time for myself and my friend to beat this one here. I think we eventually beat all three of them, and I remember there was like one weekend. I don't think he had them all on his Super Nintendo until 1996. So I think like we had rented and played them, like over like a 3 year period, and then like couple years go by after the Super Return of the Jedi comes out, and I think by 1996 he had purchased all of them because I think he was trying to get them used. So like remember like going to like I think it was back when it was still EB Games, going in there and picking these up used. Remember he bought Super Metroid used as well. But I remember in 1996 we just had like one day over like that summer where we played, and we were into getting really back into Star Wars at the time because this was right before they came out with the special editions. There's a lot of hype around that, and I remember playing the entire Super Star Wars trilogy with him, beating every game over like the course of like an afternoon or something like that. I don't think we had to use some cheat codes to essentially just get us more continues. I think we maybe used some of the level codes because I think I could be mistaken, but I think this game also used like a password system to where you could make like level jump and things like that. So if we ran out of continues, like let's say on Cloud City in Super Empire Strikes Back, you can go back to that level. Like the Vader fight in Super Empire Strikes Back is insanely hard. The levels in this one here are pretty difficult as well. It's definitely a very challenging game. But I have some notes here about it. We'll get through those notes and then we'll do some gameplay as well, like we always do on the games. So let me just pull these notes up here for Super Star Wars. Let's see here. So Super Star Wars released November 1992. I couldn't find an exact date, but I remember it coming out kind of like toward the end of that year. It was developed by LucasArts and Sculpture Software. It was published by JVC. So we've got the trilogy there. Like I said, fairly difficult games overall. But like the one thing that I think that's kind of endured with these games is the sprites. Like I remember like internet forums back in like the early to mid 2000s having a lot of like bulletin boards, just like software or like forum software, having a lot of gifts built into him, and like a lot of the Super Star Wars sprites were actually in there of like the characters, like especially like Luke and Vader. The Vader sprites are really cool. Like lightsaber, when you swing the lightsaber, it like has like this cool effect. So like the graphic design and like just visuals of the game look incredible. Like the sprite work is just really cool. These kind of expand upon the movie a little bit, or they like have to kind of make adjustments to make the game a game. So for example, one level, don't know if we'll get to it when we do the gameplay, is you need to go to the sandcrawler to get R2D2. Like I think you get C3PO in a cutscene, and C3PO's like, hey, R2D2's still in the sandcrawler, we got to go in there to get him. Because in the movie they just basically get captured by the Jawas. Luke and Owen buy them, and the rest is history, so to speak. But to kind of make the game an actual game, they have you go into the sandcrawler as like a level. So there's a bunch of stuff in these games that wasn't exactly in the movies, but some of the stuff is straight out of the movies. Some of it isn't. Like the first level of this one is like Luke running through the desert, and I think you're like fighting the Sarlacc monster, which doesn't happen at all, and the Sarlacc doesn't even make an appearance until Return of the Jedi anyway. So a lot of stuff has been kind of expanded on or changed just to kind of like get additional content into the game. Let's see here. So there's like basically there's platforming levels, there's run and gun levels, there's a few vehicle levels. I think the final level of the game is you doing the assault on the trench run on the first Death Star. This used some of the Mode 7 graphics that we kind of discussed Mode 7. I don't remember what it was, probably in like Mario Kart, because Mario Kart also uses the Mode 7, where it basically creates a pseudo 3D kind of world, but it's like a 2D plane like wrapped around. Like there's like a whole explanation on how they achieved Mode 7 graphics and how they actually work. But the second level of the game is a Mode 7 level where you're basically just you got to shoot down a certain number of Jawas before you can drive off to the Sandcrawler to get R2D2. Apparently, there was a trash compactor level that was supposed to be part of the Death Star levels, which they had to cut due to space on the cartridge. So, like, they ran out of space, so that level ended up just kind of getting cut. John Williams' score makes an appearance in this game, but I don't think they were able to just digitize the score, like take the kind of like the CD or like the like the recording of the soundtrack and convert that. They had to convert it over using, I think, like special like synthesizers and software. They did get access to handwritten notes from the scores from John Williams to turn his score into music that would work on the Super Nintendo, because Super Nintendo didn't have CD quality music because it like obviously didn't have a CD drive. But so they took the music and they converted it to work, and I think it works pretty well. The music sounds really good for like a video game, of course. Apparently, there were PC and Genesis ports of this in the works, which I think they were almost done with those, and they ended up then just getting scrapped. I don't know if they were ever to get released, if they would be able to be called Super Star Wars, because Super was kind of the thing that Nintendo threw on front of like many games on the Super Nintendo era, or in the Nintendo 64 era, they would throw 64 on the end of the game, like Super Mario 64, like Wave Race 64. This had Super Star Wars, like Super, like what Super like I think like Super Castlevania, Super Mario Kart, Super like Star Wars, and so on. So if they were to port them to PC and Genesis, they maybe would have to maybe tweak the name just a little bit. The game came out to pretty good reviews. I think they're actually done on the notes here. Let me just bring up some of these review scores because they were actually really good. So let's see here. So while received, Game Rankings has it at an 84.57. Electronic Gaming Monthly gave it a 9 out of 10. I remember reading that issue that I got a review in. And then this was before I owned the Super Nintendo. But I remember we would occasionally rent Super Nintendos from our the video department of the local grocery store. And I remember one time renting a Super Nintendo with Super Star Wars. And then a couple years after that, I ended up getting my own SNES. But Game Fan has it at a 94%. Game Pro gave it a 5 out of 5. 92% from Games Masters. Nintendo Magazine System gave it a 93 out of 100. It got a 4.15 out of 5 from Nintendo Power. Enforce has it at a 95 out of 100. Superplay coming in with 89%. Super Pro with a 96 out of 100. And a 9.2 out of 10 from Video Games and Computer Entertainment. And then there are some retrospective reviews from because I guess the game did get ported to some newer systems, including the PS4, I think the Wii Virtual Console. So Defunct Games, these are retrospective, gave it an A on the SNES. Destructoid has it at a 7.5 out of 10 for the PlayStation 4 port. Digital Press had an 8 out of 10. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10 for the Virtual Console port. Looks like Lens of Truth has it at an 8 out of 10 for the Super Nintendo. Nintendo Life looks like that's a 7 out of 10 for the Virtual Console, I think. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Push Square has it at a 8 out of 10 for the PS4 port. And I guess there was a PS Vita port as well from the Vita Lounge, giving that a 3.1 out of 5. So it looks like it was reviewed better initially when it was new, and then maybe a little more harshly, with the retrospective reviews. But I still think the game and the series as a whole really kind of like stand up. It's from a different era where like games were definitely much more punishing. Like games were more difficult back then. I feel like a lot of games now are maybe a little bit easier to play, or they at least have options to make the game like less forgiving, like difficulty options and things like that, or more difficulty options, I should say. But yeah, the Super Star Wars Trilogy is an incredible game series, like a very good movie to game adaptation. A lot of times, those movie to game adaptations are very hit or miss. A lot of times being not very good games, where we just like plaster something onto a game and call it a day kind of thing. It definitely feels like they actually took their time when they were creating these Super Star Wars games. Like I said, there's some stuff in the games that doesn't happen in the movies at all, but it's kind of par for the course at this time, where they would have to expand upon certain aspects of the movie to turn it into a game and have it be a game that you would be able to like play and like play over a few hours and finish. Probably not a few. I don't know how long it actually takes to beat this game, but play it over like a weekend or so, and not just have only levels that are featured, in the game, or in the movie, I should say. But that's going to do it for this first half of the video. We're going to jump into our gameplay, and we'll be right back with that. Stick around. All right, and we are now in our emulator here. We got Super Star Wars loaded up. And we're going to go through the intro here. Great, throne room music from The New Hope right there. And keep in mind, they had to redo all this music, basically just from John Williams' notes. So they basically had to compose this themselves, and they did a very good job of it. Okay, that's the demo there. Okay, let me just check the options, because I think it had like a password save. Brave is normal. We'll try it on Brave, and if we don't do well, we'll go to easy, but... Yeah, so I don't think this one had a password save. It could have been the other two games, I think, might have. And yeah, and when this game came out and I was 12 years old, I thought this was like just the coolest thing, because it was like the sound of and the actual music was so close to the movie that it was just incredible. It had the title crawl and everything. And again, it's a very good adaptation of the events that, transpired through the course of the movie. So we get a different angle of this scene, but we get the blockade runner being chased down by the Star Destroyer. So, of course, in this instance, the escape pod gets shot off before it even gets captured. But you start off on Luke at the Dune Sea, you got your blaster. Yeah, you don't really have to worry a whole lot about the enemies in this level because a lot of them just drop so many health health upgrades. I think with this you just gotta keep moving because the Womp Rats will just keep coming and coming. So let me get the Blaster upgrade. There we go. And just look at the sprites of Luke. He looks great. Like, it's for like the limited capabilities of the Super Nintendo. They did a really good job with just making the stuff look like something out of Star Wars, or the characters too, specifically. Said we don't really need to worry about health, but I'm actually pretty low on it right now. Actually, and we're almost already back up to full health. Because yeah, the first boss is coming up here pretty soon. And from what I remember, you want to kind of just edge your way in. I think we're there. Because the Sarlacc, you gotta, there we go. Have a little bit of room on the side, and we're in a bad spot already with it, but... Okay, so it'll pop up, it'll put its tentacles up where it's gonna be. You gotta fire, deal with the rocks, deal with the rocks, deal with the rocks. Am I taking any hits from the rocks? I'm in a good spot where I'm not getting hit with the rocks, so... Got hit with that one, though. Yeah, it's almost down. Alright, there we go. We got it. Usually with that boss, you're usually getting killed by the rocks more than you are the actual creature. There we go. I just imagine it's C-3PO doing the DX shots there, but... Okay, so I think we're going into our first Mode 7 level here. Yeah, so this level is basically just mow down a bunch of Jawas, and then the Sandcrawler, once you get enough of them, it'll say go to the Sandcrawler, and then you're on to the next level. You got Womp Rats to deal with, you got Jawas to deal with. You also need to be careful because you don't want to crash into the rocks because your the land speeder will take damage from that too. How are we doing on health? Okay, we're good there. Got to get rid of 4 more Jawas. So we got 2 more to go. Alright, head toward the Sandcrawler. You gotta be careful because you don't want to go into those pits You take damage there, you take damage from hitting rocks. Obviously, you can take damage from the Jawas, too. And we actually got blown up, so we need to start over now. So now we gotta start over, we gotta get rid of 12 Jawas. And I don't think you want to run into those things because those things will explode. And I think the Jawas are essentially throwing like detonators or grenades at you. We gotta get rid of 8 more. So yeah, you can use the jets to go faster, but by doing that, you also run the risk of you're more likely to crash into pits or crash into rocks. So you don't really want to do that. All right, we gotta get rid of 1 more Jawa, and we're good to go. There it is. All right, head toward the sand crawler. And usually, it's just safer just to drive and not boost your way there. And when you get close enough to the sandcrawler, it'll just end the level. So, there we go. So we have 2 lives left. This is where it gets challenging. This is one of the difficult levels. So, shields. Because this is where the platforming becomes kind of difficult. Because you got these things here flying around. These things are a pain to deal with. And then from what I remember, it's one of the platforming levels where basically if you fall off the screen, you die. And you also got your typical conveyors where you gotta fight the conveyor belts. We got the blaster upgrade, that'll help. Gotta be careful of those flames. You got a ton of things just flying at you. So the health sword, I think, is like a... It's not health, but it's like a health up... Like, it increases the health bar, basically. Yeah, then we die there, so... Again, the platforming in this level gets pretty challenging. With no upgrades, so we gotta start over there. Got a detonator. Again, I don't know if those turret things can be destroyed, or if you more just got to avoid them. But yeah, this is really getting kind of challenging here. Because you got to fight with the conveyors, you got to fight the turrets and the Jawas that are throwing stuff at you, blasting at you. Oh my gosh, this level is a pain. And then on top of that, you also have time limits you got to deal with too. gosh. Okay, there's a time bonus. And it also looks like it has the kind of thing where if you backtrack slightly, the enemies will respawn. Gosh. Yeah, those turrets are... Can't deal with those turrets. You got your Vader title screen here, or ending screen. And I definitely know if you go all the way to the right, there's really nothing there. This is definitely where you need to jump up to. Score multiplier, so the Vader mask or helmet is a score multiplier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you're not only dealing with these turrets, you have the Jawas, you have these probes flying around. Alright, there's the blaster upgrade, so that'll help a little bit. So those things can be destroyed, it looks like, but you gotta have I think you gotta have the upgraded blaster to do it. Oh my gosh. So just keep jumping. Okay. Still not doing great. Oh my gosh. Gotta double jump to that one. Oh my god. No, there we go. Yeah, and I think that will prevent more of the probes coming out. Score multiplier. Okay, shields are good. Why am I not able to hit that Jawa? Alright. Okay, gotta get the upgrade. I should probably jump down to get rid of the turrets because Nope, I guess that doesn't prevent them, because I just took out all those gates, but... Oh my gosh. Okay, that one got taken out. And that was a health sword, which is now gone. Okay, so I don't know which one you're supposed to jump to. Jump to that. Oh my god, and then there's a turret right there. Jump to this. Oh my god. Is there a platform coming by? There is. Get on that. Oh my god, right near when I was near the top. I think I was near the top anyway. Okay, let's get that upgraded blaster. Nope. Ugh. Oh my. I knew I should have taken that door out. Got that, got that. Okay, which one do I jump to? It wants to come low enough I can get on it. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm pushed off. No! Okay, almost got it. Thought I was about to fall there. Alright, watch out for the turret. Get some increased time. That one thing you do have to be mindful of is the time limit. Oh my gosh. Oh, and we're heading back, so... Oh my god, I forgot that those things popped up. Oh my gosh! So close. So close. Let's go with one more shot. Oh, I had a checkpoint, luckily. However, we are in the position of not having the upgraded blaster anymore, so it's probably best to just avoid these, if we can. We're taking some heavy hits here. Oh my god, right before I got into the sandcrawler. Oh my god, dude, doing this without the upgraded blaster is nearly impossible. Why am I going for a big health upgrade when there isn't a point to doing so? And the turrets rotate? Yeah, the turrets do rotate, okay. I think, does Luke have a slide ability? So you can't touch the turrets at all, it looks like. I thought Luke had the ability to slide. So just jump over the turrets. Oh my god. Without the upgraded blaster, that's... Alright, let's continue. We should be in the same spot, hopefully. Can I shoot? I know you can angle your shots. Whoa, don't want to be down there. No health or anything like that. Oh, you can't even jump over the shots. By the time they shoot, it's already too late. Let's just try jumping over the things. Okay, oh my gosh. How do I enter? There we go. Alright. Alright, now we're inside the sandcrawler. We're going to try to find R2 now. That whole outside the sandcrawler thing, I remember being completely, like, anxiety-inducing. Oh my gosh. Is there anything up there? Oh yeah, I forgot you could ricochet, which is cool. Get the blaster upgrade. It's hilarious that all the Jawas say is Utidi, which I think is actually supposed to be like Jawa for like come here or get over here or something like that. Because in the old Star Wars CCG, there were these cards called Utidi effects, which were something about moving to other like locations in the game. Oh my god, just fell. God, this is a gauntlet now. We got flame turrets here. Oh my god, where are these flame turrets coming from? There's one. My god. Oh my, the flame turrets are just pushing me back. Okay, that one got destroyed. Oh my god, fell again! God, my gosh! There's that ricochet shot. I gotta get the blaster upgrade. Alright, let's just take this slowly. Can I blow up the flame turret? Yeah. It's just that there's so many flame turrets. And whatever those things are. Blaster turrets too? I'm gonna fall all the way back down. I think going for that health is just not worth it. But now you got the instant hit, the instant kill spike pits. I think they're instant kill, right? Maybe not. I don't want to find out. Got a platform. Oh my god, they're not instant kill, but they're... Oh, and the debris kills you too. And no checkpoints, or basically at the beginning of the level again. Just drop down. My god, so you're getting hit by flame turrets, Jawas throwing grenades, and blaster turrets. And unfortunate thing with this upgraded blaster is you can't do ricochet shots with this one. Let's take out that turret. Got it. Oh god, another flame turret. More back into the Jawas because the enemies regenerate. And it's like you can't hit him. I'm dead. I'm dead. All right, this is our last shot here. Like, it feels like overkill because you got Jawas throwing detonators, you got flame turrets, you got laser turrets, you got platforms stuff that knocks you off the ledge. Whoa, more, and the flame turrets will just knock you back. Okay, there we go. You gotta watch out for the debris. Oh my god! Oh, the freaking Jawa. The flame vents coming up, man. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this video. But yeah, the Super Star Wars series was just really good. Really difficult, but a really good film adaptation of the original Star Wars trilogy. Like all of the games in the series, this one, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi, super iconic from the Super Nintendo era. Really good games. Highly recommend checking them out. But that's going to do it for this video. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again in a few days, starting our second cycle of 1993. I think I got some pretty cool stuff laid out for that. So stick around for that. But again, that's going to do it for now. So thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.